Checking.
Check. Slurs.
Hey.
Speaking of slurs,
What up?
I have a good topic for Drag the Lake.
Okay.
Drake fans are trying to cancel Anthony Fantano.
Anthony Nanapano?
What?
Would you say Fantano?
Anthony
Stan.
Fan Blamblo.
Bling bling ding dong.
Thing. Bang dang 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 dang.
Why?
Shout out Missy Elliott.
Why did that happen?
Well, so
Exactly.
allegedly,
No.
and when I say allegedly, I mean I heard video evidence.
Truthfully, this is news.
He may have said the word. He may have said the N word followed by the F slur.
Jesus.
So, but here's the
Wait,
context.
followed by?
Yeah. So
Whoa.
N word. Imagine saying the N. Pat, can you imagine?
Was he
saying
playing
the
video
N-word?
games?
But okay, before we get to that,
Yeah.
because here's the thing about canceling people for slurs: we have to immediately ignore any context.
Wait, we got a hard R and then a hard OG.
Yeah.
And, hard
And when we hit
OG?
an hour, we got a hard out.
Oh, God.
We don't. No. So he. So imagine the N word, right? I don't think you can. So imagine saying the.
Wait, what?
Wait. Do it. Say it to me.
Hey, Andy, imagine the N-word. Uh-oh. Oh, no. He's soaring. Oh, my God.
Do a ballet.
Oh. I was thinking like cartoon, like scent lines, like, whoa.
Oh, like grandma put a nice fresh baked N word on the windowsill.
And then you give me a hard you give me a hard OT, and then it's a draw to the ground, eyes bug out.
So imagine now, dude. Imagine saying that N word, and then just.
Wait, on a stream?
And then imagine after you said the N word, you said the F one.
Yeah.
So, but here's the context: is it was 20 years ago.
Oh.
Rules were different.
Wait, how many? 20?
Did I say 20? 10. It was 10 years
I don't
ago.
know why that makes a difference. But it
Rules
totally,
were different.
But okay, so this is, if I may,
May.
like there's a
I love slow rolling you the context.
there's a point of context time or time context, like the time
Yeah.
frame where like
Like you find out someone
was
married a 14-year-old and you go, what year was it? 1990? It was different time.
yeah, and it's for some reason it's different if the parents sign paperwork and you're like, that's weirder.
You're like that. If
Like the parents consented, you're like, I don't know why that's weirder.
this
but
feels
it
like a
is.
business transaction.
Yeah, how many mules? But
Like,
no.
how much equity would you want your daughter's vagina?
So like there's a time where I feel like unless it's like a character, I feel like people are going to feel comfortable saying that in a comedy sketch as it being purely satire.
Yeah.
Then there's a time frame where it was purely edgelord shit.
Yeah,
Like
and
purely edgelord.
There
Like
was
you
also
don't even mean this. You're just saying really hateful things to try to get reaction.
it's
crazy.
Here's
It's not
the
good,
thing,
but-
here's the thing. Also, too, 10 years ago, you could say it for scientific and educational reasons.
Yeah.
If there was an educational and scientific exploratory context, you
Yeah.
could say it.
I see. You know the best loophole for being able to like say it. Make it all your passwords.
Dig a hole in the ground.
Make it your password.
Bury yourself. And scream it while you're dying.
Time capsule.
That is
No.
funny. Make it your password. Change the E's into the A at sign.
No. Keep a
Change
spell it
the I's into exclamation points.
all-
the
all-
G's stay the same.
all caps. So that way when they're like, "Oh my god, you did this." No, I've been hacked. And guess what?
Yeah.
This guy.
You've been hacked.
You know what he put in there?
You've been hacked? What's your password? I'd rather not say.
Wait, you're right. Actually, that might backfire.
No, but he was
Damn, I gotta change my passwords.
he would this is how deep I'm into gay ass YouTuber lore is when he said the enter F at it
When he NF'd it.
when he NF'd
When he
it.
NFT'd.
When he NF'd it, I remember his tone of how, because here's the thing. This is the people trying to like cancel him. They put out a 4-second clip, and it's just him being like, "Yeah, so ba ba ba."
Yeah.
But no, he was quoting the dude from H3H3 who would like be an edgelord, and he's like, "Oh yeah, he got in trouble for the NF thing." Now, in hindsight, you're like, I'd probably rather just say NF, but it was YouTube.
Ain't that hard.
It was YouTube 10 years ago. You could marry a 14-year-old, and people, for educational reasons, like, just keep bumping up the years.
Yeah,
Guys, it was last year. It was a different time. You could marry a 14-year-old.
she was an NF.
Up until 2023, you could marry 14-year-old NFs.
Yeah.
But no, it was like, they were trying to phrase it like, see, he's been a sneaky racist all the time. Like, he fucking reviewed Kendrick's album and then knocked him over it and was like, great album, you NF.
Yeah.
And he was just like, nah, dude. And then the other one that was making me laugh, where they were like, he's on a podcast making jokes about Trayvon Martin. And that one is a 30-second clip. Some other guy on the podcast makes jokes about Trayvon Martin.
Yeah.
And Anthony Fantano does this. He goes, God damn it, dude. And you're like, oh, so he didn't.
Yeah.
And then I started looking. I just searched his name on Twitter, and I was scrolling through. It's literally just gay-ass Drake fans.
Yeah.
And, like, dude, there's literally a guy being like, yeah, he was, like, giving him the rundown of all these things, and then one of them of all these things Anthony Fantano did, and he's like, also, he calls Drake a pedo all the time. I go, but why?
Yeah.
Is there a reason? So.
Yeah, is he the only one?
But this is the problem, though, with being a massive cunt all the time.
Yeah.
Because, like, he's posted, he hasn't acknowledged it, and he's posted like 5 tweets today because he's got like a news website under the Needle Drop moniker. So he'll post an article with like a caption on his Twitter, and the first comment is a picture of him with the word NF underneath it. So it's like, but that's the thing. It's like people are justifiably being like, yeah, it's not good he said it, but this is not the big deal you're making it into.
Yeah.
But because he's such a cunt all the time and so hated, people are just frothing to find a reason to cancel Anthony Fantano. So it is a thing where it is just kind of like, all right, you guys are being a little gay, but he does sort of bring it on himself through his cuntiness.
Yeah. I wanted to, I think you brought this up to me originally. I think when maybe we were at the Creek, and I think you probably done like a music review on it. But the most recent
Between the Buried and Me?
Yeah, the most Between the Buried and Me. Most recent Between the Buried and Me release. Like their little EP they put out.
Yeah.
I guess they're recording a new album.
Comes out in September.
And
I've been really on top of music releases on my TikTok.
Yeah. Well, and shout out to that. But I wanted
actually go if you guys are on TikTok. It's actually really fun because you know how like the joke is I have 90 podcasts because I do. Yeah. TikTok rewards you for posting constantly, and I go, that's all I want to do.
Yeah.
So it's actually, and I'm not doing like trends or anything. It's just me talking. You know what I mean? Like imagine if this was broken up into like 60 little chunks.
Why don't you just do that? Just do that with the podcast. You got content for years.
That would be hilarious. Just minute by minute.
And at this point, like, I mean, I'm sure we make a good point once a minute.
Dude,
we're in a pretty good clip.
Pat, I'm not gonna lie. How funny would that be? Because that's a big thing on TikTok where they'll be like part 1, and then they have a thing where they go, "I'm gonna part 1 of all my favorite pop punk songs." I'd be like part 1 of blah 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 of the new Drag the Lake episode.
Yeah. I mean, it should, and then like 1 of 60.
Yeah.
Because honestly, at some point, we're gonna get somebody. We're gonna get on a real roll with something with either a riff or a good point that we're making, and then we're gonna be like, and it's gonna be like, well, I gotta find part 59.
I'm gonna do that for this episode.
You have my permission. This is verbal contract, and also TikTok. Don't steal my identity, you Chinese motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Overlords.
But yeah, Between the Buried and Me put out a new song. How'd you feel about it?
So I think you had the same idea of like where you were saying just write different songs. I think that was your point that you were making. I don't know if you said that on the review, but you said that at the
It was
Creek.
in between drunkenly screwing about AC/DC at the Creek. I was like, AC/DC's got every song sound the same. And I go, Pat, you hear Between the Buried and Me? And I did that too.
Yeah.
No, my thing with Between the Buried and Me is like they're really, really good, but they don't need to do 10-minute songs.
This is
because I was listening to this one.
Yeah.
And it like I think I got like 5 minutes in and I zoned out. And then I came back to and I go, oh, is there another song? I go, this song's still happening?
Yeah.
Because with a band like Between the Buried and Me, there's like they fall victim to a similar thing that August Burns Red does. I think Between the Buried and Me is better at it, but
playing music.
Bunch of cool shit.
Yeah.
Just here's a cool thing. Wasn't that cool? Here's another cool thing. There's no sort of thematic cohesion from start to finish.
Yeah. This is so the thing I think is really interesting because in our album review we're doing today about Protest the Hero, there is one of the
Are you serious?
What?
Wasn't that the thing at the end of the episode?
What do you mean?
Aren't we doing fantasy booking?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we were talking about Protest the Hero and all that other shit.
Oh, sure.
When I was looking shit up for that, it was compared to Colors.
Oh, interesting.
And I was like, that's weird. I was like, I don't really hear that necessarily. But then like there's one of the singles I was like, oh, actually I hear the comparison now. I feel like where you were saying like and something that they kind of stumbled upon and did really kind of naturally what they've done before that, but like what they really
Are we talking about Protest?
No, I'm sorry.
Between
Back
the
to
Buried and Me.
Between the
Okay.
Buried and Me. With Colors in particular, was they really perfected that kind of transition into completely different songs within songs.
Yeah.
But they just like go back into other parts of songs or a new part of the song. In this little adaptation, Absent Thereafter,
Yeah.
I feel like they were able. So, like, first of all, it kind of feels like at this point, they're still trying to accomplish that same kind of magic in that sense of like Colors, where they're like, we're going to implement a bunch of different techniques, styles, sounds, all this other shit, and try to blend them in with like fucking metal, thrash, fucking like crazy shit, right?
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily, they're not necessarily reinventing the wheel, but I think something they did in this one was they're like writing songs for people that don't know who they are to get the reaction of like they were just playing boot scooting music. You know what I mean?
I forgot about that part. They had a part in the middle where you go.
They're implementing that cool like twangy like but then they like turn it into like they do such a fucking incredible job with this song. I'm like, I feel like wherever I don't think this a screenshot I might have like cut off, but there's like the timestamp of that part where it's like they're not just going into a bootin' scootin' song,
Not just
like
booting, scooting.
like
They're also boogieing.
they're adding the boogie. They're implementing the boogie as they go. So like they're instead of just being like it being separate ingredients that make a really cool thing.
Yeah.
They're like it's almost like we're watching the process of them turning this song into another song. They're taking the like from a boot scoot into a Pantera style metal sound into metal. And it's just like progressive metal. Like it's literally progressing throughout the song instead of it just being like hard transition, hard transition, hard transition. You know what I mean? Like it's going like it's smoothing so
Oh yeah, because
with Son of Nothing or something like that, they're like like this is like they're going like
there's a lot of these like prog band. I'm trying to remember because there was a band I stopped listening to specifically because I realized they would do that. Where there's bands that like try to cheat with the whole like, you know, we have different time signatures and we have different tempos.
Yeah, but
it's the different tempo thing where every time you get to a new tempo, if you just pause for a beat and then go into the new tempo, it's like, oh yeah, you just mushed 5 like 45-second songs together. That's all you did.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing. And that's what I'm saying is like Between the Buried and Me has done that. And I think when they were doing it, it's almost like when you're like listening to older song or older metal and you're like, it sounds like a lot of other stuff. And you're like, no, but they invented it. Like Between the Buried and Me definitely perfected that weird going from like really progressive, like new metal that I like. So like they're and kind of tried to recapture that over and over and over again. And I kind of got tired. I didn't really love it.
The song?
Their attempts from Colors until like literally now.
Oh yeah.
Like each one of them has been like, I'm like, this is really good, but it's like, it's just not. It's not. You're not doing anything new,
yeah.
and I don't know what else you can do.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know how to like coach him essentially.
Yeah,
but then
there's like
now,
a thing that happened. There's a thing that happened. I was thinking about it too, actually. Where speaking of my TikTok again, I had this post.
our TikTok.
Well, no, this is my.
God damn it!
This is my
I
TikTok.
thought you dropped that.
My TikTok, Andy Malfrina 69.
Yeah.
Because I'm like a funny guy. Oh, we fucking like this? What if we fuck like this? No. So I saw this dude on Twitter. He posted this thing. He said, like low parts unknown, low teens, radical, God tier 3 album run. And I go, bro, I'll take that and raise you one. I go, Every Time I Die may be one of the few bands that doesn't miss for 9 albums. Like, it's insane. And then I saw a bunch of people commenting, like bands like Counterparts and Terror, and actually some people commented Between the Buried and Me. And while all those bands are great, first to last album, they don't have that like S tier, God tier thing that Every Time I Die did, where
They're not
they
always
had
inching up. Yeah.
Every Time I Die, every album had a noticeable progression. Yeah, show the people. OnlyFans. He shows tits.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have a TikTok. He's got an OnlyFans.
He's got an OnlyFans.
Mr. Stanley.
But no, Every Time I Die would have a noticeable progression in their sound, still keep the essence of what you liked, and everything was like, every album was really good.
And add something new that you're like, ooh, like you're
Yeah.
always like, ooh.
And
You know
the
what I mean?
difference between
Maybe
that,
that was just me.
yeah.
Ooh,
Pat was the one coming in his pants like a housewife,
they're doing it. Ooh.
just busting like you're reading a fucking 50 Shades of Grey.
In the bath. It's Every Time I Die. Have some respect.
Yeah, that's fair. You are rubbing your bean in the tub with candles lit,
little pecker.
listening to. You're like that like you will find it full of love, dude.
You see, I grab it like this and I just go like this. I'm like I'm whittling.
Just grab it like a fucking cartoon cat.
Like I'm whittling. Yeah, get over here, knucklehead.
you give your pussy a noogie.
I got a pussy nuggie.
But no, so when you get bands like Counterparts, I think is actually the perfect, like one of the perfect examples, because they're a band that like every album's really good, but they clearly figured out their sound after a certain point and just kind of sat in there. And that's a similar thing with Between the Buried and Me. They figured out their sound. They go like, where Every Time I Die went like, and then we go here, and then we go here, and then we go here. Between the Buried and Me was like, this is actually pretty nice.
The water's nice here. And also, and they had so much to explore. They really did have, like, if you are truly somebody who is, like, part of, and I'm not saying they invented prog metal. I'm saying they invented the newest age of prog metal.
That was Jethro Tull.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably, I don't know.
But they still have this thing where they're like, let's fucking, like, we like it here. Like, let's just fucking see what, like,
There's nothing wrong with that.
and like, and I'm not saying that they didn't try some new shit. They didn't try different stuff. They definitely moved around. Like, they tried everything they could in that genre, but they still were able to find another level with, I feel like, at least the first song that I listened to was, and it's only 2 songs, like 18 minutes or some shit. It's like, Jesus. I really do appreciate that for an EP, but it's also like, unless they are able to do this somehow throughout the album, and I think that's what it is. I think they are finally approaching their final form of like being able to meld all of the fucking honky tonk and the fucking rippy dips.
And I think them becoming their final form would create one of those cosmic images that would be a great album cover
For them. Yeah. It's like one of those things
just
of like,
some being that's glowing.
yeah, like put Tool to shame with this shit. Like that, and that's what I'm like, that's what I'm saying is like,
Oh, this album was made from a equation, and it's really clever.
so this was the other thing I wanted to bring up. This was a pleasant surprise recommendation that I wanted to talk about.
People were mixed about this on the internet.
So I feel like the latest Thrice offering, I think it's called Nash.
Yeah.
Ganache.
I think it's ganache.
Ganache. That's the thing in the pastry, right?
Ganache.
Ganache. But
Jewish. It's a Jewish song.
it gave me head tingles.
Really?
It feels like, not unlike. So what it is like, I feel like they're not
Very curious because I posted a video about this and I got some comments and they were all mixed. There's no definitive opinion on this Thrice song right now.
So it feels like they're revisiting my favorite era, my favorite era of Thrice. So like this is them kind of going back. It doesn't feel like they're trying to write a Thrice song.
Yeah.
It feels like they're going back to the elements that like I felt like they were truly in their prime. Like a lot of people would say Artist in the Ambulance is their prime, and then they started to fall off. But to me, Visu, and then even the Elements album.
That's the split on the Thrice fandom.
Exactly, yeah.
If you think their prime was Artist in the Ambulance,
their commercial success prime was for sure Artist in the Ambulance. Visu was not commercially as successful.
No,
really?
they had. I was looking it up because Thrice. I forget why, but I was looking at something and it was like I realized how big Thrice was, and I was like, "What blew them up, dude?" They have a song on their YouTube that hit like multiple millions of views and shit like
Hurricane?
that. Yeah, they had a song that had like a very like mainstream rock sound to it, like nurses could make TikToks to and shit
Wait,
like
on
that.
their Spotify or on their what? On their YouTube?
Yeah, if you just go on their YouTube, they had a song that I want to say reached like 52 million views, but it was in like the modern era. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's interesting. Thrice.
I'm gonna look it up before you.
Nope, I'll find it before you. Black Honey?
Yeah.
Damn, really? That song sucks.
Yeah. Well, no, because they got super mainstream with their sound. Yeah, it's a bad song.
Ugh.
It's like
There's even better songs on that album, if I think.
It's like mainstream bullshit.
If I'm correct in which one, but Nash fucking. So that is the split. Is like that.
Oh yeah, that's what I
the
was
real
saying.
split. I think
the split is like Artist into Ambulance. You hate their later shit, but if you like their later shit, you think Artist into Ambulance was like that was just their emo phase.
the sweet spot. I don't feel like this is. I feel like that era. I don't know why I pointed at your phone because I found it first. But Black Honey was.
I looked at it, but you have
No,
it.
but I found it before you. So.
This is all what I like constructed.
Even in their mainstream,
And the Puppet Master.
even in their mainstreamist, you know what I mean? Like their
main extremist?
their main extremiest,
Like
like
next song's gonna come out on January 6th.
or even
Their main extremists.
they would never. No, they the like even like I'm not even saying Artist in the Ambulance. Let's say like that, like Black Honey or whatever.
Yeah.
Like even that, still on those albums, there are a couple that you're like, damn, this is still pretty ripped. Like
Just some pretty good
because
fun
they're
stuff.
clean. They're clean songs. Like they've never been the band that I'm gonna go to of like I want some fucking rippers. Kind of the Artist in the Ambulance.
Yeah.
Kind of the Illusion of Safety. But
No,
it's like
that well, I will say
there's lots of melody and
Illusion
like,
of Safety definitely has riffs.
but they're not. It's not like I can get much more from like Slayer or like even Mutoid Man or something
Yeah.
like that. You know what I'm saying?
But if you're me in 7th grade and
Yeah.
you never heard riffs,
Right.
then your penis falls off
Well,
when you hear that.
That's the beauty of like something like Visu.
Yeah.
Where it was like it had so many different reactions, and every time I listen to it, I hear something new from it. Like they do like they're doing more experimental things. I don't feel like how I always talk about they kind of each band kind of reaches their pinnacle in one thing, and then they start trying to discover a new sound. And there's like there's like one or two learners, and then they finally hit the pinnacle of that. I don't think I think Visu was like coming off of Artist in the Ambulance. It was like it just continued like their
To get better.
it was just like it was almost like the Every Time I Die thing. And then
what album in the run was Visu? Is that 3rd or 4th?
so there's Identity Crisis, there's Illusion of Safety, there's Artist in the Ambulance, there's Visu.
So 4th.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm trying to think
Because
I think that was right.
I had this theory where I was like, more often than not, some of the best bands are the ones that like their like 3rd or 4th album is the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that shows like growth and stuff. I think the best bands,
dude.
the best bands are. This would be the best bands back in the day, Pat. Is first album is a shitty recorded demo with a lot of heart. Second album, really good album recorded on an indie label. Third album was their third album was their major label release that they still were like hungry on.
You're going
Is that
for it?
thrice?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're doing it.
Those are the best bands.
Yeah.
When your third album is the major label release that you're still hungry on because you haven't made a shitload of money
Oh my
yet.
God. You have almost like you have a thing where you're like the first song, second song, third song, fourth song, like all like there is Hoods of Peregrine is probably the first song, and it's like the seventh song in off of Artist in the Ambulance that you're not like fucking cranking the stereo.
Yeah.
Like, it is. It's like they're like you're saying like they get that success and they still have that hunger, that drive.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Is like they get to that point where like after that, I think is and then Visu was like, okay, now we get one.
Yeah.
And I think when they started doing the ones that they wanted to do, I was like, yes, this is amazing. And like and all the record labels were like, this is cool. You made they did a whole series of EPs.
Yeah.
That they released 2 EPs each. So like essentially an album's worth of songs, but
Yeah.
6 songs that were inspired by fire, 6 songs that were inspired by water, 6 songs that were inspired by earth
saw that.
and air. And that is
The Last Airbender
One
by
of-
J.J. Abrams.
one of
Or
my-
no, M. Night Shyamalan.
they didn't get the tie-in. They were just about to do it, and then there was a
And then when you put all the albums together, Captain America appeared.
exactly, yeah.
Fuck! I keep Captain Planet. Fuck!
No, it was Captain America. It was the black one though. But fire and water were like. So that's what I'm saying is. So they started doing that, and if you listen to Nash, this
Kevin?
Nashville.
Okay.
Yeah. The
Nate Bargatze.
country music capital of the world, brother.
You go to a Nate Bargatze show in Nashville.
If you go to nateland.com,
Nateland.com.
no, there's
Use
elements.
promo code Nateland. Get 20% off at Greens.
Those were like their big swing EPs
Yeah.
and shit like that. And it just wasn't commercially successful. They were, I think, really good albums that they put out.
Yeah.
But they just essentially, I think that kind of, I don't know if it scared them, but they like
Scared who?
thrice. I don't know if they like felt like pressure or something like that.
Like they
'cause
saw the covers and they're like, ah!
but they go
Too
like,
scary, drop nicer.
then they go into like Beggars, which is not great. Major Minor, which isn't great. So like that's what I was saying. Off the song that Black Honey or the album that Black Honey is off of, there's a exponentially way better song off of that album called Hurricane.
Yeah.
So like I don't.
But I get why
nobody
they-
can tell why like what's popular anymore, and they're just not making music for the same reason that they were at the beginning.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Until like I feel like now they're able to like the elements they're using, that reminds me of Identity Crisis.
Yeah.
It reminds me of elements from the Element EPs that they wrote and shit like that, like the weird different techniques that they were using to record and shit. So I feel like I'm excited. I'm more excited to hear this album than I have in a. But I can see why that song must have been on like one of her dating shows or something like that, or off of like.
Yeah, I was trying to
See what I'm
look.
saying?
I was trying to look it up. I
Because that was
think
from
they just-
2016.
Yeah, I was trying to look it up, trying to figure out like, did this get on a show? Was this in a movie? Like, why did it get so big? I think they were just like, they were on a major label. They had it's a whatever song, but it's a solid choice to release as like a mainstream song.
Yeah.
And I think the label saw that and they probably just pushed the fuck out of it.
It's all the 38-year-olds out there, and they're like, "Hey, you guys
Yeah.
remember when these guys?" So it almost feels like they're like, "Well, what do we have to lose at this point?" So like now,
Sure,
we can
yeah.
go back to where maybe I would like to believe that was when they're the most artistically fulfilled.
If we're hopefully not on Black Honey because that song sucks ass.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about new music, I do want to I do want to let people know. End It is coming out with an album in like I think about a month. I'm very excited about it because I've been just trying to speak the word of Flat Spot Records. They're bringing back like trusting a label because like. You know, Epitaph sadly fell off because they started following trends over like. Dude, I remember I went back to I listened to your whole Thrice thing. Fucking save it.
I just belched. No,
I'm just wait. What?
I just belched. That's what I was laughing
No,
at.
no, fuck me.
I'll belch anywhere I want.
No. So I've been praising the word of what's that?
Happy Gilmore Cup.
Fuck yeah. Go see Happy Gilmore too. If anyone says it's wrong, they don't like Joy. Everyone says it's bad. I am off today. Fuck. Anyway. Can't talk today, dude. I've been TikToking too much. This podcast is going past
Probably-
the minute.
It's the
Liter of cola.
yeah. See, you got to go 3 liters.
No. I was telling Pat before the pod, the biggest, dude, 3 liters, put the cap on your cat. He's spiraling. This is bad, Pat.
I bought this 2 hours ago.
Pat,
man.
you've been. Yeah, because every scenario of the 3 liter of cola is bad because if you don't drink it fast enough, it gets flat. And if you finish 3 liters before it doesn't get flat, that's also bad. So there's no good version of 3 liter cola.
I apologize about interrupting your.
No, it's okay. It's just you always make me laugh because you'll talk straight for 20 minutes and they'll be like, okay, so mine thing, and you're like, anyway,
Yeah.
how do you guys feel about that bird over there?
Yeah. Well, don't you
no.
want to know?
I do want to know, but after I said my thing, no, but Endit's been putting out music. I'm very happy about it. That's what I was saying. Flat Spot Records. They've been like reestablishing the label that you can just trust. Cause like that was the big thing that I hated about like labels like Epitaph and like Hopeless Records did it, where I would just like I basically like back in the day I'd be like, oh, if Epitaph says to check out a band, they're probably gonna be good. If Hopeless Records says to check out a band, they're probably gonna be good. Rise Records, all these record labels.
Hellcat.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
if you want to hear punk rock with a fucking leather jacket on, yeah, you'll like it. Yeah. Anyway. And then, but then, like, a lot of these labels, like Hopeless was a huge proponent of this.
I like Fat Records.
Epitaph did it. Fat Records is a super consistent one
Yeah.
that you every time you hear a band, you go, yes, this does sound like a punk band Fat Mike would like.
And even a couple that were good bands that got commercially successful
Yeah.
as well. Like where you're like, damn, good. Like,
Fat Records is always
good
consistent.
run. Yeah.
But no, dude, I remember I hopped back into, I'd be like, who's on Epitaph? And it's like, there's like SoundCloud rappers, which I don't even necessarily, it's not even about hating SoundCloud records. It's just like, guys, you're the Bad Religion Offspring record label. The fuck is SoundCloud rappers doing on here? So,
Yeah.
Flat Spot Records is bringing back like integrity in a record label's brand. And yeah, so they got like Ended on there. They put out like 2 singles already. It sounds like good old fashioned Ended that you're expecting, but it's like this is the album where it's like, oh, you guys went to a really nice studio now.
Yeah.
So it's like Ended always sounded all nitty gritty and raw, and now you're like, oh, I get to hear very high quality Ended.
Yeah.
And it's just it's been intense, dude. And I gotta say too, so Ended comes out. There's this band called Scarab. They come out. Who's the other fucking band? I've been getting used to 1.5 to 2 minute long songs.
Yeah.
I kind of love it. Because there's this band Scarab. Wait, what was the other fucking band? Scalp. That's right. A lot of S bands. Scarab and Scalp. They're both these like hardcore, grindcore, like chaotic fast bands. And their songs like on average are 1.5 minutes, and it's making me realize like it's like you can get the whole song in 1.5 minutes.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be. You don't need to make a 3-minute song. You can
Yeah.
get out of there by 2 minutes, and it's a perfectly good time.
That's my one note about that Thrice song, Hurricane I'm talking about, is like they go to the well one too many times. I feel like not that it ruins it, but it's just like one of those things of like, we didn't need another
you can
run.
Feel it in your bones that you're like the song was done.
Where like again, you're like looking at the time where you're like, okay, well, it's like there's another 40 seconds. Like, all right, like, but this should be
Yeah.
the last. But,
Yeah.
what am I?
Now, but that is a big pet peeve of mine when you go like when a band has an outro and you go like, okay, I'm just gonna stop it here. Like when it's like a 3-minute long outro.
Yeah.
And you're like, did you? Because there's a lot of bullshit in music that people do because it makes them feel smarter or something. And you're like, but just on a pure enjoyment level, this is fine.
Yeah.
So whenever you have like a weird, heady 3-minute outro that gets all staticky and then you hear like high pitched noises and it gets all weird and you're like, there's no, enjoyment level happening. It's just weird, and it probably makes you feel smarter or something.
So I go back and forth with that for sure, but I do love when it's cleverly used live for a little mini break or
I agree with that.
a tune sesh.
I agree with that,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like that's always nice to have that when it's the sound from the album.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like where it's like,
Oh yeah.
you know what I mean? Like where like I think Refuse does that pretty well, where they're like they'll play like, or even if there's one where they're like they'll just like. It plays the like it's just this weird like disco like like bullshit, this club shit, and then it just breaks down and just goes Refuse party program, and then they play like I think it's like
rips.
it's like a cue that they have of like, okay, we're good, all right, go for it, and then like hit the cue, then they all know that because because they don't count it in. It's the craziest thing in the world. It's like where they're just like doodle. It's just like music going on forever, and you're like they're just kind of like milling about, maybe tuning, like I said.
Well, have you seen
drinking water, and then it just goes boom, bam, and they just all start. It's like it's so impressive.
Have you seen the videos of people post them on TikTok? Actually, a lot of good stuff over there. Just saying.
Title of this episode: Andy's TikTok.
Andy's TikTok getting a lot of money from the Chinese government. I'm just saying.
Thank you, Chinese.
Thank you, Chinese.
Thank you, Chinese.
No, but for real, like musicians will post really interesting TikToks where they go like, "This is what's happening on my in-ears."
Yeah.
So they I thought for the longest time
I fucking love those videos where it's like you can see the crowd and it's completely silent. And it's just like you hear.
Dude, I thought it was just a metronome in their ear.
Yeah.
Some of them they'll literally be like,
They have a mix, yeah.
dude, like so I bet you when that song starts.
Is that loaded? Come on, man.
Wait. It's empty. It's just
okay,
for show.
okay.
But that I bet you when that Refuse song starts, there's like a voice in their ears going like, song starting soon. 3, 2, 1. Bam.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, in
that,
song in 3, 2, 1, go, boom.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like something like that where they have like, and that's what I like, brother. That's what I fucking love. When I say when you hear
Like, show me how the sausage is made.
when you hear the name Pat Dusa,
yeah,
that's what I'm like. That's
it's official.
in
It's your
my
handle now, dude.
fucking head. Yeah, I actually did.
I
change
saw you change that, and I go,
Yeah.
that's clever.
It's pretty. It's but it's also one of those things of like it's not just podcast. It's not like this or that. It's like that's the shit. Even if I don't know shit, I love finding that stuff out. Or like
Say if.
yeah,
Like
there's
if you
a couple things.
No. Sorry, I'm such a
But,
cunt.
but like weird shit like that, that's why I like using inner ear monitors but it does fuck up edits sometimes because it's so loud or like so clear
Yeah.
in the inner ear as opposed to over ear or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's like, but it's still one of those things of like that's so because I'm like that's how newscasters do it at sports at games. Like you see the analyst in the fucking arena and just going
Well, dude, you know
like these fucking work so well, and then the it's
you know what you might cream your pants over,
beyond BTS production shit for music.
dude.
Live broadcast,
listen
anything.
To me. You know what you might cream your pants for?
What's this now?
Internet pornography. No, if you like. That was a good one. I gotta give it to you. That was a good one. If you like all that shit, watch. It's just got on Netflix. It's called WWE Unreal.
Mm-hmm.
They literally show you the like, you know what gorilla position is?
Yeah.
They show you like Triple H and all them back there, like telling people what to do, talking to refs in their headpieces. It's so fucking cool.
Yeah, that thing I feel qualified. Like even though I don't know a ton about wrestling, I know about the show kind of thing of like if you tell me what needs to be done of that thing of knowing like the angle, how to like shoot from this angle to not see this thing coming this way, like any of that shit, like that shit fucking like gets my fucking dick hard.
Well, dude, there was a clip.
get
Get
fucking
fucking fully
so-
erect,
I
and
am-
I jerk off
I
in the
am
shower.
pushing this table down right now.
and I go,
I'd flip it.
I get my dick hard, and I fuck my wife, and as I'm fucking her, I go, all right, cue camera 1, go to camera 1, cue camera 2, below my nuts, go to camera 2.
Let's go to grunt position.
You're just narrating it.
Cuck chair. Now shoot cuck chair.
Ready, cuck chair, go to cuck chair.
And I'm just like,
No, you're watching your wife get fucked. You're like, I'm a director.
thought it was me, didn't you?
And that's the magic. That's the movie magic.
That's how I please my wife. Somebody else does it.
Yeah, dude. They have a clip of them. It's like Triple H is queuing the cameras up for when John Cena like kicked Cody in the dick or whatever.
Yeah.
At WrestleMania, it's crazy, and he's telling the camera, he's like, pull out, go to John's face now, quick, switch to the Rock, da da da. It's so fucking cool to watch.
Yeah.
We had a topic, didn't we? What do you want to talk about?
Who do you want to be?
Who do you want to be?
Who do you want to be when you grow up?
No, this is one of those questions people always have, and they always throw it out there as like a casual question, and then I always hear it and go, I'm actually going to take this incredibly seriously.
Practically. Try to think practically, and also not just who would work well together, but like whose style would mesh well.
So, can I ask you this?
No, I'm not done.
All right. We'll see you next week. No. Oh, no. I don't want to be interrupted. I will interrupt you.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No.
Did I tell you, I realized I'm such a cunt. Because I was like Well, no. Did I tell you about the racist dude in my chat on Twitch all the time? And like, it makes my skin crawl to like ban people. But I go, you can't type it out, man. So I like put him in timeout all the time.
10 years ago.
Yeah, this isn't 10 years ago on YouTube.
Jesus.
When you're commenting
when it was totally cool to do that.
when you're doing a reaction to a retarded guy. No, and I've literally been like, dude, you just like, you're a cool dude, but you're being and I would have moments where I'd like spaz on him almost because I'd be like, stop, I don't want to ban you. And then he was doing too much. I timed him out. And then he went over to some other guy's stream, and he's like, I just got banned from his stream. I go, really? That's fucking hilarious. And I was trying to watch it when the dude was like freaking out. And I go, oh yeah, it's really funny to watch it happen to someone else.
Yeah.
I don't want it ever to happen to me.
Yeah. Well, also, I mean, hey, we act accordingly. We make sure that we keep all those words in our head.
Mm-hmm. And our dream journals.
Loud as possible.
Yeah. Your wife looks at you. It's like cats are like running in their sleep. Your wife looks at you like, oh, he sang the N-word.
But thinking
about
it now.
Yeah, this is a conversation.
What's the conversation though, Andy?
Fantasy booking bands.
Yeah, who would you, if you could have anybody in? And I didn't go alive or dead. I tried to stay alive.
This, by the way, is
like
the
Bee
only
Gees.
What?
Much like the Bee Gees.
Like the Bee Gees.
Staying alive. Staying alive.
No, this
staying alive.
This is a conversation I hate to have with quote unquote. No, I want to have it here with you because you know all the fucking retarded bands I like.
Are you ready to look up everybody I mentioned?
Are you able to Google everyone? No, for real.
Yeah.
Fucking Clay at the Creek asked me about this, and I went like, God damn it. And he's like, what? And I go, I'm just gonna name a bunch of guys you've never heard of.
Yeah.
Like
I'm gonna
this
have to
won't
explain everybody to you.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna say the band, and you're gonna go, who's that? And I'm gonna go, well, they were like, blah, blah, blah.
I'm gonna say you should check them out, and you're gonna say you will, and you won't.
And I know because
it's okay.
The only thing you ever play at the Creek is experimental hip hop. So I know you're not gonna like any band I like, and I don't even dislike experimental hip hop. I just know the conversation is pointless.
It's just not a band, okay? It's not a band.
I'm looking 3 steps ahead, and we shouldn't have this conversation, Clay.
I've already had the argument about this conversation. No, I think the same way. Yeah, I think.
Dude, I have that so Raven powers. Whenever someone says something, I go like, and then it's me shooting into the future, and I go, you're all gonna think I'm a fucking retard. And then I go, we don't have to have this conversation.
Do you want to go shot for shot, spot for spot, or do you want to go your whole roster then my whole?
I
roster?
want to start. What type of band are you forming?
Oh, it's gonna be a hardcore punk-ish band.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
The band I'm gonna form is a hardcore band that leans very metalcore-y, a la like a Knock Loose or Boundaries.
Hardcore being
like hardcore
old punk, and let's say maybe a little metal, but like not like there's not gonna be like in the hardcore sense, like the sludgy metal, not necessarily.
Yeah. Wait, when you imagine when you imagine the band you're in your head, where you're playing fucking stadiums and everyone loves you, and like when you say side to side, they move to side to side.
Yeah.
What are you playing?
Oh, bass. Yeah,
Bass?
I like bass. I love playing drums, but like I don't want to play drums in a band necessarily.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I get-
I love playing bass, and guitar is kind of the same thing. Guitar I like playing,
Yeah.
but I don't necessarily think I love the sounds a guitar makes, but like if I'm proficient, if I'm gonna feel the most confident,
Yeah.
the thing I think I can perform the best with is the bass.
See, whenever I think about that, I go, obviously the best I will be is on the drums. But from my personal enjoyment, I just go like, I've been on the drums in bands. I want to be the guy doing mosh call outs.
If I was
I
better
want to
at
be the
drums-
guy hyping people up.
If I was better at drums, I would love to play drums.
Yeah.
I love the rhythm section. Essentially,
Yeah.
that was a big consideration. The hardest spot for me to fill on my roster was bass player, and that was
Yeah.
just because I was like,
Interesting.
I know. It was really weird to be like, I feel like everybody else came so naturally. Like at once I was like thinking, like actually going through my head of like some of my favorite or like most influential bands or anything like that.
Yeah.
I was like, or even who I'd be most excited to see together in a supergroup.
Yeah.
So like there's plenty of people that like have been in other bands, but I have a group that I think would not only like work well together, but like write fucking awesome shit together. I really
Yeah.
do. I really truly feel like these people, I don't know that honestly, I don't know for sure, but it just seems like they would work well together and write some fucking killer shit.
Okay.
So-
well, it's you clearly planned this out better than I did. Let's start with you. Where do you want to start?
So yeah, do you want me to go by what you can ask me what position like
Well, so wait, what-
my team fully has two guitar players, a bass player, a drummer, and a lead singer.
Okay. Yeah, I'm doing the same setup.
Okay.
Because
That's usually what you would like. Obviously, you would have alternates. You would like in a fantasy team technically, but like
Yeah.
this is obviously not a.
And I think
fantasy one.
I think ideally two guitarists is better in the bands when it comes to like, when it comes to writing more than, because you like especially in hardcore music, there's a lot of great bands with one guitar, but if you really want to have like more layers to the music, it's
Yeah.
the bands with two guitarists that provide more in that department.
So if you want to
Which is
start,
why I prefer two guitarists.
so I have it. I'll go guitarist first. How about that?
Okay.
So my first consideration, my first nomination would be Steven Brodsky,
Yeah.
who is from Cave In, also Mutoid Man. And so a lot of times in a fantasy booking, right, you want to get a wide receiver / running back position. Usually that's what you get. You have a couple of them. I feel like that's what the
Yeah.
guitar player position would be. So he is a guitarist / vocalist. So he's going to add elements to both of those. I think songwriting style, he has like his stuff with Mutoid Man, I think is just very natural. It's him and I believe it's him and what's the goddamn drummer's name? Ben Stoller. The drummer, he's the drummer for Converge. They are pretty consistent in all of Mutoid Man. They do switch out bass players a little bit, so I think it started when Steven was in Converge with Ben. So he has the versatility.
Get the dude in Mutoid Man's from Converge.
Yeah, he
that's
is.
so cool.
He has the versatility. So like if
They
you
were
just
another
listen-
band, by the way, that they were saying like more than 9 albums, no misses.
What? Oh, Converge.
Converge.
Yeah, for sure. But they're so like Converge or so Mutoid Man has like a very eclectic mix.
Yeah.
They have like not poppy, but they have more like melodic, catchier riffs, as well as like metalish riffs, punk riffs. I feel like is truly interested in all of the same things as my other guitar player that I drafted, which was Chris Hanna from Propagandhi,
Okay.
who was the sole guitar player for a long time. They did end up having another guitar player join the band, I think right before Supporting Cast came out. I think that was the album. But excellent guitar skills.
Yeah.
Same thing. Loves rippers, likes sludgy shit, likes metal stuff, likes punk stuff. likes a lot of different things and has, I think, a lot of similar interests as Steven, and also has a lot of the same skills, if not like, well, maybe not even fill in the gap, but like essentially you're gonna have two lead and rhythm guitarists. Like they can fill both roles really well, and another guitar player vocalist.
Ooh, double time.
You're gonna figure out why I drafted those guys. Those are utility guys.
Yeah.
sure.
So for my guitarist, I also have two guitarists, and now you're going more punk rock. I'm going more hardcore with a metalcore leaning, but at the same time, I still think any genre is good with adding elements of punk.
Yeah.
So it's why my lead guitarist. Did you specify lead or rhythm?
So they're both lead. Both of them have the ability to play lead guitar
They're
parts.
both soloing in a separate octave the entire
No,
time.
yeah, literally. Like they have that and have the ability to sing while doing it.
Yeah.
So like if they want, one of them can play rhythm, and one of them they can both harmonize lead. Like
Yeah.
I think what that mixture would come up with guitar wise would fucking rip. Would rip so fucking hard.
I think so. My lead guitarist is I believe he was the lead guitarist. If not, the other guy. But no, I'm trying to I can't fully remember, but one of my favorite bands in the world, Gallows, their guitarist Laurent Lags Barnard.
That's your lead guy.
Because Dude, I never fully realized it until I was actually looking up guitar tabs for Gallows. And I was like, normally I don't understand music theory fully. I don't understand scales and stuff like that. But I've learned enough songs on guitar to understand like common chord progressions and stuff.
Yeah.
Every time what?
Your
Yeah,
that's what I say.
Oh,
I always talk like there.
That's what the kids say.
Yeah, you're
Yerp. Isn't that a Florida slang, actually?
I'm cool as fuck, man.
Yerp. I know you are.
Yeah.
I know you.
Look at the wall, dog.
Who's it?
Where I'm from, bro.
You got that Jeff Foxworthy sign, dude.
I'm from the South.
Dirty South. Yerp. Down here, white boys say the N-word.
Yerp.
Yerp.
So my hard R is in the yerp.
So I would pick, because I would look up Gallows tabs and like certain songs. I'd be like, these are all over the place. I don't know what the fuck's happening, and it would create this like the way he would approach scales was very different to like everyone, to like a lot of other guitarists, and it would create this sense of like dissonance and melancholy, and like in my opinion. Like I want, with the exception of like a band like Kubla Khan, they're like they're a hardcore band, but they got riffs, they're a little rock and roll and shit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they do have songs like Theory of Mine, where it's like, oh, that's actually an incredibly sad song if you're listening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I like bands that have a little bit of a fucking dark cloud over them. And I think the dude from Gallows, Laurent, would be the guy to add that proper dark cloud to give, outside of just the rhythms and stuff, shape the songs to give them the character and the personality, because that's a very important thing.
Yeah.
And then on rhythm guitar, but in this band, I would hope he had a strong effort in the songwriting. I would have
You would have fuck?
I would have premarital sex in the band. No, fuck. I was trying to remember the guy's name, and I know his first name's Isaac, but I just keep saying Isaac Hayes in my band. I go, I don't think it's him.
No, I don't think that's
It's
the guy.
the guitarist of Knock Loose, Isaac Hale.
Oh.
Because I've watched a bunch of shit of
Is he
him.
the guy that goes wink, 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 wink,
Yeah, he does the
wink,
wink, wink, wink, wink, wink, wink.
That's why we brought you here, Isaac. Now do the thing.
Do the thing. And then I watched a video of them in Outbreak, and he was just doing like shink, shink, shink on the bottom part, and I go, it's on the top. Wank, 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 not funk, funk, funk.
Like the song, please. Wink, wink, wink.
Play the song that went viral on TikTok. Thank you. Linked up. But no, I've watched. The reason I would have him in the band is he is He's brutal, scary, and he is an absolute fucking guitar nerd.
Yeah.
I've watched him in a bunch of interviews breaking down what like the little things he does to just make Knock Loose songs a little heavier.
Yeah.
And he'll post these videos on Twitter all the time where he's just constantly thinking of breakdowns and stuff like that, because I do want breakdowns, because that's a big thing that like the best metalcore bands are doing right now, where they're doing all the cool shit. They're having like, they'll do a little bit of singing, they'll have all these elaborate parts, but then they still they write breakdowns that make you want to fucking beat ass. Yeah. And I think if you listen to his side band Weapon X, which I just love pretending to be straight edge when I listen to their songs, because they'll just be like, if the one song they're like, do do do, Weapon X, do do do, straight edge, and I'll just be, I make myself laugh every time I go Weapon. I'll be in my car going, straight edge. And then they go, fuck you.
And you're like, yeah.
And I was like, I'm fucking straight edge for this song, dude. It's so fun. But yeah, if you like straight edge, Weapon X is like the most bare bones, like hardcore band right now. And I think a lot of it is because of Isaac's songwriting. Yeah. So like to bring that hardcore element in, I'd bring in Isaac, and then to shape the songs and give them like a really good personality, I'd bring in Lags from, that's his nickname, I don't know if you knew that, from Gallows to do all that. So that's and Isaac's got really cool gutturals, and Lags can scream and stuff. So they could provide very interesting backing vocals.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Do you think that's good?
I think it's okay.
I really like your approval.
I mean, it's not better than mine.
So you don't want to move on to drums or bass?
Bass
Rutten. Okay.
On bass for me is Bas Rutten. He's not great at bass, but he will palm strike the fuck out of you.
Mine is actually Bas Rutten holding a bass.
No.
Yeah. And then people see it and they go, that's nice.
No, I think.
And then if he fucks up, we kick him in the ass.
Get ready to look up this fella.
Get ready to have another guy to Google.
He is one of two brothers in the band, but he is of the bass guitar variety. And I was going to pick his brother that plays drums.
He's a bass bro?
He's a bass bro. Eddie Breckenridge from Thrice.
So
he's basically I think the way I put it in the past, like I think what you're saying about Lags, if I can call him that.
It's his nickname. It's on his Wikipedia.
Well, I mean, like I'm friends with him too, so that's what he's in my phone as. So Lags.
Show me right now.
I can't. I got my notes up, but there's a. You can't just close notes. What am I, a fucking idiot, dude? I mean, you want me to close my notes so I can't finish this episode? And then I'm just not going to know who my fucking drummer is? You don't want me to know who my fucking drummer is.
You looked like Robert De Niro mixed with the Toxic Avenger.
That's exactly what I was going for. Did my face turn green?
Yeah.
Okay. That was Shrek. I'm working on Shrek, too.
Well, it's a trauma movie, so I also saw a fat guy's cock.
I
actually think I saw Zach's dick on the internet before I met him.
That's cool.
Because Trauma had some movie where
sounds traumatizing.
No, but for real, it's like
check out my TikTok.
Trauma had it's that clip.
It's on Andy's.
No, they had a Red Band trailer for one of the Trauma movies, and I'm like, and I think that's Zach Amico from Real Ass Podcast. Penis. Can't wait to meet him one day.
Can't wait to shake that penis in person. No, Eddie Breckenridge is the brother of, I can't remember his first name, Breckenridge from Thrice. They're actually, did you know the drummer and bass player are actually brothers?
In Thrice? Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah, and he's been in the band since Identity Crisis. So he wasn't on the first album, but ever since then, like, I think the elements that he brings, like his bass tone is always fucking sick as hell on every album. Like, so in the Elements albums that I was talking about earlier, the EPs that they did, every element that he had, he like played like an acoustic bass for one part. He played like this weird different element or different like pedal or something like that to add some kind of depth to his tone.
Yeah.
And it never really took away. So like it always sounds really like, aside from one of, I think, their live album, it was the Live at the House of Blues, but that was terribly recorded. He always sounds really good, and it's always I can't remember exactly how I put it, but like I said it about essentially their rhythm section, Thrice's rhythm section. No matter how much they're ripping, it always sounds so perfect, so precise, and it's so
Locked in.
well. I'm trying to think of the word it's like yeah, I guess locked in is the best way to put it, but it's just like there's no wasted energy.
Yeah.
Like it's not too much. It's never too much. Like it always complements the song overall.
Yeah.
And even when there's like parts where it's just him playing or something like that, where you're like, holy shit, like how it sounds sometimes, like there's like a little bit of a bass solo here, or he's playing underneath this like big sweeping part where you're really paying attention to the guitar effects and the vocals. But then if you actually listen to what he's playing, you're like, God, the song Paper Tigers, for example, is a great example of like where you're like, it's like this crazy epic song. And if you actually just focus in on really any element, but like the bass in particular, you're just like the rhythm section of that song where you're just like, it's perfect.
The dude from Anti-Flag was like that. Like if you listen to their shit, it'd be like, oh, this is a good punk song. But if you like really focused on the bass, you'd be like, what the fuck is he doing down there?
But it doesn't, like, he's not doing too much. It adds so much to it.
No, he's never doing too much. Yeah.
And it's crazy. And it's just like so much that where you're like, I didn't know how much I appreciated something like that. But like, I realized about his brother, like, but it's really the rhythm section in the Breckenridge group in general. Like, I feel like he adds and never makes it too much. So like him, if he was the consistent bass player for Chris Hanna and fucking Steven from like that combination would be fucking incredible. So I don't know, who's your bass player?
My bass player is
Gene Simmons. Fucking idiot, doesn't know shit. What?
No, my bass player would be it actually technically doesn't matter because it is the guy from the Chariot, and I would force him to constantly throw it in the air.
Yeah, you were talking about. I was thinking about that as an answer of like, yeah, just the guy from Chariot, just for as a hype guy.
Yeah, just throw it in the air. Do that thing where you're like playing the bass, and then you do the thing where like if this is the bass, you go like wow, and then for no reason you just go like, and now it's upside down. Wow.
It ain't even plugged in, baby.
I'm doing root notes the whole time. It doesn't matter what I do.
And then every once in a while, like you're like, he is on stage, and then he just goes boo, and you're like, it is plugged in. What the fuck?
That was Devil Wears Prada had a similar situation with their bassist where they had this one song where it would be like, I forget which one it was, but it was like they had the one part where they would go like the whole band is like ba-na-na-na-na-na-na, and then they'd cut out, the drummer would be like and then then it goes to the bass. No, it goes to the bass. He literally goes boo. You're like, you don't know anything.
You don't have to do that.
You don't have to do. That's literally.
We can just sit here in silence.
You know what? Let's do the guitar another time.
Let's do another guitar.
I gotta be honest. Bassist was the hardest one to pick. I genuinely could not think of one because, especially with the genre. I'm sort of going for, I don't exactly know what bassists do in those bands besides hitting root notes and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that's what I was trying to think of somebody who can play, who I've heard play all of the things that I would like those other guys to play. Like, and he's somebody who can rip it up. He's somebody that can just play root note, like bullshit, like just regular stuff. And then there's other, like he can play like punk.
You know what? You know who I'll take? Because I've never seen a bassist. It was the first time I've ever seen a bassist do hammer-ons. Is the guy from Protest the Hero.
Okay. All right.
Why not?
Yeah.
I'm sure he knows how to play breakdowns like that, and then he could add a little.
I believe he is, if I remember correctly, I think he's the main lyricist for the band as well.
It's always an interesting thing when you have a singer who just sings.
He's the Dave, I think,
and he doesn't write the lyrics.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think he's the Dave. I think everybody he's put together a good group, and I think he gets a lot of feedback from everybody. But I think he's the Dave. because I was doing the research on it, and he's the main lyricist,
No shit.
not the vocalist, but he's the lyricist.
Yeah.
So
Which, if I was doing a much more prog metal centric band, I'd pick the vocalist from Protest, no questions asked. But I'm not doing that.
this is my favorite,
You doing drummer?
Yeah.
Okay. Hit me with the drummer.
David Sandstrom,
From?
the Refused. Sorry, I don't know why I said the Refused.
Yeah.
Refused.
Okay.
So he's somebody
Break it down for me.
that so I was listening to, obviously, we were talking about Protest the Hero last week or we were talking about Killswitch Engage, but then we ended up talking about Protest the Hero, and I was listening to Fortress, and I was like, man, I want to listen to early Refused. I don't know what it was about it, but Refused has a weird, like, their best of, they have a collection of like their EPs, I think it is, and all of their releases that they've kind of done over the years. And dude, they have weird sounding songs, like where you're like, one of them almost sounds like an anime intro. It's like it's like Dali ho, nadi hali ho. I think it's like a Swedish song or something like that they're singing, but it sounds like weird, like Japanesey, like epic, whooshy, like no metal and then there's like ones where they're like this crazy old school hardcore sound.
Okay.
Like a New York hardcore sound almost. So like he is a true musician and a great, like, I know that not only is he going to keep time, but he's going to like keep the songs interesting. So like whatever those guys play, punk wise, like the riffs that they come up with, he will come up with something not only that fucking rips on drums, but keeps perfect time and also kind of like will make drummers go like, what the fuck?
Like a Travis Barker situation.
Yeah, there's something that he does, I feel like, in every song to some extent. Like, obviously, there's the not reinventing the wheel songs that they've done in the past, the songs to fan the flames of discontent, stuff like that, early Refused. But like, there's ones where, but you're still like these things that he's doing, these elements that he's implementing that you're like, what the fuck? It's so cool sounding. Like, there's like a weird drum beat that he has, like this intro drum beat that I've heard him do live.
Yeah.
For Rather Be Dead, one of their bigger songs from that. I think the main release or main single from that album. It's like this weird, like just rolling, like the intro to the song is just like that. There's a voiceover thing or a
Does it sound like a roll? You know what a roll is, right? Like,
yeah. It's just like
or does it sound, or is it like like single stroke taps
like that?
Okay, yeah,
Just like,
that's always impressive to me because a lot of dudes, when they would cheat, you would you would do a roll where your sticks essentially are going like da 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 da, but these guys are going like da 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 da.
Yeah.
Turn the video on if you're listening to audio. I just realized I just said the same thing.
Yeah.
But no, so like, and that's where I would cheat all the time because doing those single stroke rolls really fast is super annoying.
I think it's not necessarily that he doesn't do things like that, but like he'll do double bass flares for songs. Like in that same song where he'll like, there's a part where he'll like a like that thing, but it's one foot. Like, it's not like, again, it's not the most incredible things, but he does so much. And if you look at his set, it's so minimalistic that he does so much with so little that I think him with those musicians would be like, I would love to see what comes from that. Because I feel like all of them could work together and all of them would have a similar
because
output
him and the dude from Thrice would probably fuck together really well.
Yeah, dude.
And then, I'm sorry, say your guitarist. What bands were they in again?
Propagandhi and Mutoid Man.
I guess it was Propagandhi's a punk band that I think would work with those sensibilities, and then Mutoid Man kind of gets a little bit crazier, and that would like, I think all these dudes would mesh really well.
It would be, and it also like the sound I think that would come out of it would be, because it can be melodic, it can be like all of them can sing well, all of them can scream, all of them can rip, all of them can fucking swoon, like all of them can do, I think, anything.
Can I just take a quick pause? I've often made fun of in my head those jokes when they're like there's that one clip, which I think the guy's lying, but it's still a funny clip where he's like, my wife was worried about what we were doing at the bachelor party. It's like, you know what we did? We thought of a starting lineup of baseball players all starting with the name R.
Yeah.
And I was like, you probably should have went and looked at titties, dude. But as we're doing this now, I go, okay, I understand why that's fun. Because this is really fun right now.
Yeah. It's a thing where
Because I like when I've like kind of
who and why. Yeah.
when I conceptualized all those guys together, I actually got excited and I go, that would be a fun band.
Yeah. That like as excited as I got to find out when I found Mutoid Man, like this would be like the. Obviously, there's other people that there can be alternates that I would like again the other Breckenridge if I could have the drummer. If there's honorable mention Ben from Mutoid Man, stuff like that. But who would your drummer be?
So my drummer would be Craig Reynolds from Stray from the Path.
Oh.
So let me, and hopefully this doesn't get us taken down. But I don't know how to explain this without I just have to play the intro to this song. That's the intro.
Yeah.
And I've watched the video of him playing that so many times going, what the fuck are you doing right now?
Yeah.
And the thing about Stray from the Path, they're like modern Rage Against the Machine. But they're like way more hardcore and metalcore oriented. And like, so they like every song he could literally just be like, doom, 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 dum, boom, doom, dum. But then he's like, what if I went doom, 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 dum, and it like, it's never too much.
Yeah.
It's never too much. It always works. So, and that's what, like I told you, I grew up, like my favorite drummer was Travis Barker, and he, and I still like him. He's ruining modern day pop punk, but that's whatever. You date a Kardashian, you sell your soul, you get to suck on those big titties. I don't blame you.
Nobody does.
Yeah, I get it. I'd sell my soul for their fake butts. I get it. But the thing about Travis Barker was like he was a pop punk drummer, and Blink-182 was like Blink-182 would be like, all right, what's the guitar part? And then it's like the same with the bass, and he's like, what's the drum part? Yeah, and it was like that's what I grew up listening to. So I always loved a dude who was like hella extra in a simple genre.
Yeah.
But also never felt like he was doing too much. Like
It was still in time.
dude, like go listen to like Anthem Part 2. I remember trying to learn that intro on the drums like so much, and it's so fucking hard. And when I finally got it, dude, he does little things too. It's so funny. My drummer's Craig Reynolds. Here's why Travis Barker's really good. But that's why I like Craig Reynolds so much from Stray from the Path. If I was doing a punk band, I'd probably pick Travis Barker. I wouldn't let him help write the songs. I'd just say do the drum parts.
Yeah. Figure something else to this
Yeah.
riff.
No, Travis. We'll write the
We'll
song
play the
and you
song
play
a
the
couple
drums.
times. Yeah.
Don't have creative input. You're gonna ruin every pop punk band's life because all their songs sound like plus 44.
I feel like the perfect example of him like doing too much but it being perfect in time and well, like the best example
Travis
is
Barker.
I think First Date. Like, you know, the
Yeah.
when he's like ding ding ding
Yeah.
like it's just like it's like one of those things where you're like you don't have to do all that stuff, but it's like it adds
a good one.
that's how you stand out.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
My two favorite
These are standout drummers.
Yeah, my two favorite are Dumpweed. So listen to the drum part during the verses on that, and then the song Always off of their self-titled. The intro drum part to that is fucking retarded.
Yeah.
But basically, I say all this to say that's what Craig Reynolds does in metalcore and hardcore.
Stand out.
And
It's really hard to stand out in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when he would when it would be time for the breakdowns, he'd know the assignment and wouldn't do too much. But then when it's like they're doing other shit, he would just add so many layers to everything with all the extra complexities that he's laying out and stuff like that. And yeah, I think that's why it's such a shame Stray actually just broke up. They're on their last tour now.
Maybe we can put this band together.
Maybe you contact these guys and start a band, Craig. No, I think he's my favorite drummer right now in heavy music. Nice. So yeah, Craig Reynolds. Also, Straight from the path. Whoever's working your Wikipedia, I didn't know you could put pictures for people. Look at that.
Yeah.
Whoever's working his Wikipedia really gives a shit.
Guys, also start a TikTok.
Whoa. Catch it straight for no reason.
there's a fun little twist that I
want to
have
make
here.
a TikTok about that.
I've got the best vocalist for my band, and it's foolproof. You ready for this?
Okay.
Keith Buckley.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's right. Keith Buckley. Guess what? And if he doesn't show up, I got 2 other vocalists.
If he's taking too long of a bath.
Brother, like it's the perfect thing because as a lyricist, Keith Buckley rips. But one of the things that fucking killed me.
You want me to go?
I wish I would have had my eyes open. I would have seen that. But I can't
Dude, I'll always bail on a conversation for a bit.
But well, yeah.
You do that longer next
How long
time.
are we go? Okay, we'll go 16 minutes next time. No, there's a but the thing that really fucking killed me was the fact that like
This gun.
they're still doing the songs.
Yeah.
And Jordan's up there just screaming through them. And I love Jordan Buckley, but his strength is guitar.
Wait, they're still doing
No. I'm just saying when they were still doing. Remember?
Oh yeah,
when
there's 3 shows where Keith was like, I'm still taking my
if
bath.
he doesn't show up, that's why I was making that joke of like him. If he doesn't end up coming out, like
the crowd will
like
sing him.
Chris and fucking Steven can fucking pick up those. They could still sing those words, and they can handle that and like the range that they all have. I feel like Keith Buckley's scream incredible, top notch. I don't think there's anybody better from scream to sing ratio live on albums. Like I've seen them countless times, and he always sounded fucking awesome. Mm-hmm. So like his scream does like there's not a lot of faking. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of like work that I think he's put in, not only the lyrics that he puts out, but also like his performances and stuff like that. So like he puts a lot into it. If he were to work with these people, that would be ideal for me. I don't know if he would like it. You know, we know how he doesn't really work with other people well a lot of times. Sometimes maybe. I'm not saying that he's the factor. That's alleged, obviously. But Many Eyes, I think, is great. And I think it's has a lot to do with him.
You just made me do a last minute audible.
Ooh. Wait, did you have Keith Buckley?
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
I thought I stole him from you.
No, because I'm thinking
That always
about.
happens in the draft, I'll tell you.
Well, I'm thinking I feel like I want to lean more hardcore than metalcore, but still be metalcore. Because I think that's where I'm going with my band right now. So I originally was going to say the lead singer of Boundaries.
Ah.
But now that I'm thinking about it more, I think I want... Ooh, I think I know who I want. Let me
Glenn Danzig.
Ghislaine
Maxwell. Jinx, we owe each other a plane.
Aaron Hurd, lead singer of Jesus Piece. Yeah, because I was because when you were talking for some
Great scream.
Well, no, so when you said Keith,
Yeah.
I go when you said Keith, I was like, oh yeah, I do want a guy whose scream also kind of sounds like a yell.
Yeah.
And the dude from Boundaries, like they're my favorite metalcore band right now. His vocals are crazy, but it's just the whole time.
Yeah.
Which is great for their band, but for my band, I want the scream to, because I was gonna say Scott Vogel from Terror.
Okay.
And he has a really good yell, but it's more yell and it's not as deep as I want it to be.
Comeback Kid's another one that's not super deep, but it's
a good yell.
Top tier yell.
Yeah.
7
and
seconds.
Thinking about Jesus Piece, he does it, and also he's got like 2 or 3 different kind of like yells he does.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's what I need, because the dude from Boundaries doesn't have he has that one really good yell. He doesn't have multiple. Aaron Hurd from Jesus Piece is my lead
Lock it
singer.
in.
And also,
He's got to show up.
he's got great energy. He has that clip that I love where he goes Philly style, his word.
Yeah. What that YouTuber said.
Yeah, Philly style YouTube word. He's got great, like he's also got unbelievable stage presence.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I can say
Um,
that for sure. Like
And that's a huge part of it too, is like for me, especially being like I'm fancy booking a hardcore band, the live show has to be better than anything else they're doing.
so that just leaves us with the comments. You guys, whose band would you want to see more live?
Oh, you immediately turn it into a competition?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Because honestly,
Fucking-
I'm like, mine I would really like to see, but yours, I'm like,
mine's like
I would love to see that tour.
the party's gonna say. I mean, your band would definitely open for mine.
Oh, brother. Brother, come on. Did you hear my lineup? Yeah. I mean, did you hear it?
It would be a great start to the
You know
show.
how hard it was for me to avoid having Dave Grohl on drums?
We could do the most popular lineup too. We could do like more like mainstream, but that's a little bit easier.
Well, actually, this is fun. You know, it'd be fun to do one where we should pick. You know what we should do
We
next
could do
week?
genres, yeah.
Yeah, we should pick a specific genre for next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
What genre?
Farts,
Farts.
farts. I'm picking
Weird Al.
Flea, Fletch from Pennywise.
Yeah.
They're both polar opposites, but you got to imagine they have the best farts.
They gotta have some epic
Crazy farts.
Crazy farts.
Jack Black.
Oh man.
His farts have to be nuts. What do you want to do? You want to be a gay ass college rock band or ska band or I
Ska
don't
band
know.
would be crazy. Trumpet. Trombone. I never.
I don't know
what's
any.
This guy's name. We can do punk bands. We can do metalcore bands. We could do classic
Let's do punk bands.
punk bands.
Let's start easy. Do punk bands.
Okay. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Fantasy booking punk bands.
Yes.
Yes.
God bless you.
God bless.